Just like old times, Broncos Pats for a chance to go to the big dance. One team has won 14 of their last 15, the other 15 of their last 16. The other, in this case, the New England Patriots.
We said all along, you gotta be willing to spill some blood, okay? And the big dogs come out in January.
Who are in Denver for another AFC Conference Championship bout. Broncos now hoping to conjure up Professor Gandalf vibes. You know, Harry Potter, he proved you can still go forth with a different wizard guy and still come out the winner.
Here it is on the way, and the Denver Broncos have won it in overtime.
Gandalf, Professor, whatever his name was, you get it. Hey, look, last time Denver hosted New England in the conference championship, they had questions at quarterback, and it did not matter. They had Orange Crush 2.0. So sure, they're relying on a backup quarterback this week. Later on, we have 5 reasons Broncos fans can believe they can win with Jarrett Stidham. Spoiler alert, one of the reasons, defense wins championships, and Orange Crush 3.0 is that kind of D.
Here they come, and they fumble again. They got to him from behind with Benito, and the recovery belongs to Denver.
5 takeaways, 1 game, recovered 3 fumbles, 1 from James Cook, 2 from Josh Allen. They also picked off Allen twice, safety PJ Locke with 1, cornerback Jaquan McMillan, of course, the other one.
And they go deep down the field, and the pass is caught. No, it's McMillan has the football. How about that? Jaquan McMillan ends up in a wrestling match with the football.
They take on Drake May, who comes off a game that saw him fumble 4 times, lost 2 of them, threw a pick as well.
The ball came out. The Texans are saying they have it.
Pat's offense has struggled to score in their 2 playoff games. Weather and good defense as factors. May only threw for 179 yards last week, just 21 points, and their own defense gave them short fields all game long, only 3 for 15 on 3rd down, and only made 1 trip to the red zone.
And this on 3rd and 7 is incomplete, and again, the Texans get a stop.
So we have the 2nd-ranked scoring offense coming off a 21-point outing, only 16 in the wild card, taking on the 3rd-best scoring defense that just allowed 30 points. Let Buffalo go 10 for 15 on 3rd down, 3 for 5 in the red zone.
Thrown into the end zone, and it is hauled in. Kincaid!
May facing a Denver secondary that gave up 283 passing yards to Allen, 3 touchdowns. Cornerback Riley Moss pinned with 1 of the TDs. Outside linebacker Jonah Ellis gave up 41 yards and a score. Perfectly bad 158.3 rating. Linebacker Alex Singleton, 4 catches allowed, 42 yards. Safety Talanoa Hufanga was tagged with a touchdown, 56 yards, a 150-plus rate. The team gave up over 100 yards combined to tight ends Dawson Knox and Dalton Kincaid.
Kincaid's first catch, and he adds some rack yardage to it.
Denver didn't play tight ends great in 2025. May leaned on Hunter Henry plenty, but not last week. Just 1 catch, 5 yards. The few yards May threw 4, mostly to wideouts. He threw for 3 touchdowns and a 100-plus rate.
May, end zone, the catch, the touchdown, Diggs. This is a great catch.
It would be a shock if May isn't hanging with Cheech and Chong in this one. He's had his face in the grass a lot lately, and Denver's pass rush, the most bag-happy in the league. Most sacks in 2025. Defensive tackle Malcolm Roach in the pot last week, 1.5 sacks, 3 quarterback hits. Zach Allen, a 1/2 sack, 3 QB hits. Nick Bonito, their 2025 sack leader, with 1 as well.
Nick Bonito strip sacks Allen, and Roach, who's had several big plays, has a recovery.
Bonito lines up across left tackles. So does Dondrea Tillman, who gives him breaks, squabbling up with rookie left tackle Will Campbell, who has not fared great versus elite pass rushers in 2025. Really had trouble with Will Anderson and Danielle Hunter. Campbell gave up 2 sacks. Right tackle Morgan Moses gave up 2 sacks as well.
It's only Campbell one-on-one, and that's a matchup there's not many left tackles in football are going to be able to hold up.
Now, the last 6 games, May took 4+ sacks. New England won them all, and in 5 of those 6, May had a 100+ rate. The Broncos are blitz happy, but buyer beware. May versus 5+ pass rushers in 2025, 15 touchdowns, no picks, a 129 rate over 9 yards per attempt.
They're going to throw. And complete. Douglas, touchdown, Patriots!
The pass-catching cast got Demario Douglas, nothing major this year, only 36 yards versus the Bills, but he scored.
Drake May finds Demario Douglas. Douglas finds the end zone.
Stephon Diggs, 40 yards and a score.
Just strong hands by Stephon Diggs. That's a big-time catch.
Drake is known for making booty calls, right? Man, that one he made last week is worth making a song about. Kayshawn's one-hander with snowflakes falling around him, a perfect 10.
And caught for the touchdown, Kayshawn Booty. Wow.
Those wide guys up against a Broncos secondary that's stingy versus wide receivers, but they gave up 75 yards to Khalil Shakir last week. Their defense also tough to run on this season, but again, didn't look like it versus Buffalo, gave up 117 yards to Cook on 4.9 a pop, 66 yards on 5.5 per attempt when Allen ran.
So look at him take off. There wasn't a big opening, but he found one.
May has some big run games on the resume, nothing much last week, but was big in the wild card with his legs. Travion Henderson quiet last week as well. Their leading rusher this season, only 25 yards on 12 tries. Ramondre Stevenson, though, he's been looking good in the playoffs. 53 yards on 5.3 a carry in the wild card. 70 yards, 4.4 per attempt versus the Texans.
First down plus and a gain of 20.
Denver's offense, even less of a running joint. Bo Nix led the NFL in pass attempts in 2025. Hopefully the Broncos and their fans played Morissette a few times, got it out of their systems, and are ready to forge ahead. They got the black fly in their Chardonnay, got stuck in the traffic jam when they were already late. Their wedding day, yeah, it rained. They watched their boys pull off an epic OT playoff win, and mid-post celebration find out they lose Bo Nix. Yes, Alanis, it was a little too ironic, I really do think.
He's scheduled to have surgery Tuesday of this week, which will put him out for the rest of the season. Stiddy's ready to go.
Okay, so 5 quick reasons Jarrett Stidham could work out just fine for Denver, despite not having a single pass attempt in 2024 or 2025. A. Phillip Rivers. If a grandpa who was retired for 5 years can throw for 277 yards and a couple of touchdowns versus a playoff team, then why not Stidham? B. Sam Darnold, who just finished a playoff game with 124 passing yards and won 41-6. C. Peyton Manning in his final year. He was so bad he got benched, and yet they still won the Super Bowl.
Newton in the pocket. He's hit and sacked inside the 5. The ball is free. Denver's got it. Touchdown, Denver.
4. Trent Dilfer, Ravens anyone? Brad Johnson, Bucks? Jim McMahon, Bears? We've seen plenty of defense wins championships teams. And finally, F. The last time Stidham did play, 2023, the last 2 games of the year, won 1 game with 224 yards and a TD, threw for 272 yards in the finale. He's still one of the few humans who can play quarterback at the NFL level.
Jerry Jeudy on the run, inside the 5, Jeudy scores!
And he isn't taking over for a first-team All-Pro quarterback. Nix wasn't playing A-grade ball down the stretch. By no means does that mean his game versus Buffalo wasn't great. It's his signature win. But he finished with a sub-90 rate, only completed 56% of his passes, got picked off, only 6 yards per attempt. He had sub-90 rate games 9 of his last 10 outings.
Bills rush 4. Pass is intercepted. Oh, look at one of the linemen just jump up.
The big question with Denver this postseason was supposed to be, can the offense do enough? They averaged 23 points per game this year, went into the playoffs off 3 straight sub-21-point games, but then they laid down 33 versus Buffalo.
Planting, going, there you go, Tony, to the end zone. They got it. What a call!
Sure, the defense handed them the ball 5 times, and they only went 1 for 4 in the red zone, and now they have a guy who hasn't thrown a pass in 2 years, who is facing a defense 4th in scoring in 2025 that held its wild card opponent to 3 points, its divisional round opponent to 16.
He is in for the touchdown!
Stidham looking at a New England secondary that picked off C.J. Stroud 4 times, held him to 20 of 47 passing, 4.5 yards per attempt, a 28 rating. Christian Gonzalez saw a super fat 16 targets, held it down to a 53 rate. Safety Craig Woodson, 3 passes defensed, 14 passes defensed by the team in 1 game. That's rare, man.
This one is off the hands and picked off. Hutchinson couldn't make the catch. and Craig Woodson did.
Carlton Davis, 2 picks, 4 passes defensed, but left with a concussion. Safety Jalen Hawkins, clean game. Marcus Jones, 62 yards allowed and a TD, but also had one of the INTs. New England's backside benefited from their front, too. Defensive tackle Chris Tonga, a sack and 2 quarterback hits. Outside linebacker Anthony Jennings, a sack. Outside linebacker Calevon Chasen has been on fire, a sack, 4 quarterback hits in the divisional round win.
Stroud is brought down by Chason.
Harold Landry, Christian Barrymore, Milton Williams all loom. Texans line nowhere near as good as Denver's, though. Tackles Garrett Bowles, Mike McGlinchey, guards Ben Powers, Quinn Miners, center Alex Forsyth dominated Buffalo's pass rush. Didn't allow a sack on 46 pass attempts. Nothing new, they gave up the fewest sacks in 2025.
Bosa coming after him. He ran it out too far. Nick steps up and throws. And were the feet down? Officials say yes.
Knicks got blitzed 20% of the time. That's pretty low. New England, below average blitz rate this year. It's not really their thing. Stidham doesn't have a robust rush attack to lean on either. Denver ran 22 times versus Buffalo, whose rush defense is super generous. Only picked up 70 yards, held them to 3.2 a run.
Go back up the middle, and Harvey restricted.
Knicks led the team with 29 yards on 2.4 a carry. Their primary back, R.J. Harvey, 20 yards, 3.3 per. Patriots have stuffed the last 2 backs they've faced. Inside linebacker Robert Spillane and Christian Ellis helping hold Woody Marks to 1.2 a carry on 14 tries.
Here is Marks, and he's dragged down by Barmore.
Harvey has been a more consistent contributor in the passing attack, caught 5 passes for 46 yards versus the Bills.
Big time play by the rookie second rounder.
Denver's pass catching room is banged up too, not just Knicks. Their WR2 this season, Troy Franklin, left last week with a bum hammy. Their WR1, Cortland Sutton, saw a team-high 9 targets, 4 catches, 53 yards.
Guns it down the middle. Look, wide open is Sutton. Coming to life on this drive.
Marvin Mims stepped up his game, led the team with 8 catches, 93 yards plus a score.
Going for the end zone, over the shoulder. Oh, Mims hauls it in.
Their X-Factor guys, Pat Bryant, 32 yards, left with a concussion. Little Jordan Humphrey, 33 yards and a paint job.
It's Humphrey hauling it in for the Bronco touchdown.
Special teams, Will Lutz, great 2025, perfect versus the Bills, 4 for 4 on field goal attempts, 3 for 3 on extra points. New England's Andres Borregales only had extra point tries last week, made all 4. New England 3-2 versus above 500 teams now, but check it out, haven't lost in 8 tries on the road this year. Denver 5-2 versus 500 plus teams. At home 9-1, only lost to Jacksonville. 5 New England-Denver playoff bouts, Orange up 4-1, the last one in 2016, the first one back in 1986.
Okay, man, games like this won by great plays, by great individuals. We got a bunch of them on this team. Let's make sure we're going hard to get them, all right? Let's get at it.
The game quickly escalated into a battle of big plays. Dropping and running up in the pocket, and he's got room. He's at the 20, he's at the 15, he's at the 10, he's at the 5, he is in the end zone. John Elway, 22 yards, and the Broncos have regained the lead 9-7. Shotgun, 17-13 New England, and the Patriots jump offside. Elway's got a free down. He throws it long up the far side, looking for Vance Johnson. Touchdown! Vance Johnson's circus catch gave Denver a 20-17 lead. The fog of doubt and uncertainty had lifted, and the drive to a dream was back on course and nearing its destination.